November 1969. A cryptic card arrived at a San Francisco newsroom, 340 symbols and no explanation. Authorities were baffled. For 51 years, experts and amateur cryptanalysts failed to solve it. Then a breakthrough deciphered the message, but not the messenger. How did a single coded letter become a half-century riddle, with answers few expected and questions that still linger? A folded greeting card postmarked November 8, 1969, arrived at the San Francisco Chronicle. Inside, a sheet of heavy cardstock carried a grid of 340 handwritten symbols, 20 rows across and 17 lines deep. The symbols, drawn in black ink, mixed circles, triangles, and odd glyphs arranged with no spaces or punctuation. The card's front bore a dripping pen illustration echoing the taunting style of past Zodiac letters. There was no explanation, only a short, mocking note in plain English. Chronicle staff handled the card with care, recognizing the handwriting and tone. They authenticated the letter against earlier Zodiac mailings, comparing the ink, the deliberate errors in spelling, and the confident scrawl. The cipher itself was published almost immediately, printed in the Chronicle's next edition. Readers saw the grid as it appeared on the card, every symbol preserved. Law enforcement received copies, and the original was passed to police and federal agencies for further examination. In that moment, the cipher became both a puzzle and a public challenge, its authenticity unquestioned, its solution out of reach. The artifact stood as a physical reminder of the killer's reach and the uncertainty that shadowed every line. Headlines in the San Francisco Chronicle and other newspapers magnified the cipher's reach almost overnight. The grid of symbols became a fixture in print, radio, and television, drawing national attention and fueling a wave of curiosity that extended far beyond California. Law enforcement agencies faced a surge of public tips and letters, many offering supposed solutions. The cipher's publication transformed it from a police matter into a public obsession. Amateur cryptanalysts, teachers, engineers, students, and hobbyists joined the search, mailing their theories to editors and detectives. By the mid-1970s, thousands of purported solutions were proposed, each claiming to unlock the killer's message. None gained official acceptance. The American Cryptogram Association and other groups tested patterns and substitutions, but the puzzle resisted every approach. Decades passed, but the workload for police and the FBI never faded. Online forums and message boards emerged in the 1990s and the 2000s, hosting new generations of solvers who debated techniques and shared findings. The cipher's complexity and the absence of a definitive key kept the challenge alive, sustaining a community of codebreakers who refused to give up. The 340 grid remained a touchstone, a problem that demanded patience, creativity, and relentless effort across generations. David Orenchak, a software developer from Virginia, spent years studying Zodiac ciphers, sharing his insights through online videos and forums. In 2020, he joined forces with Sam Blake, an Australian mathematician skilled in computational analysis, and Jarl van Eyck, a Belgian programmer known for his code-breaking software. Working across continents, the trio combined their expertise to tackle the cipher's tangled structure. Blake generated hundreds of thousands of possible symbol arrangements using a university supercomputer. Van Eyck's as-decrypt program tested these patterns at high speed, searching for English phrases hidden in the chaos. Orenchak coordinated the effort, drawing on decades of failed attempts and lessons learned from the cipher's stubborn resistance. Their collaboration pushed past obstacles that had blocked experts and amateurs for more than half a century. The solution, when revealed in December 2020, brought no new clues for investigators. The decrypted message used the Zodiac's familiar voice, dismissing fear of execution and describing a belief in an afterlife where he would rule over slaves in paradise. The text repeated themes of death and superiority, echoing language from earlier letters. It offered no names, locations, or details that could advance the case. Days after the announcement, the FBI confirmed the solution's accuracy, but declined to share further findings. The message closed one chapter of the mystery, yet left the central question untouched. The killer's identity and the reasons behind his taunts remained as impenetrable as ever. The breakthrough resolved one cipher and produced no leads. The case remains unresolved. Two smaller ciphers remain unsolved, still untouched by any solution. The Zodiac's 13-character message sent in April 1970 and a 32-character note from June of the same year have resisted every attempt at decryption. Both are too short for most analytical tools, offering little for pattern or frequency analysis. Decades of effort from amateur and professional codebreakers have yielded no breakthrough. The FBI and the San Francisco Police Department continue to hold these fragments, while online communities revisit them with each new advance in cryptography. Despite the recent progress, the identity of the person behind these messages remains unknown. The puzzle remains open, its final pieces locked away, waiting for a key that is yet to be found. One cipher finally speaks, but the killer's name remains silent. Decoded words offer no closure, only deeper shadows. Some mysteries endure, shaping how we chase truth even now.